record some wins here. Okay. Yeah, not a bad hand. I like that Ethergrid. And I got double stirrings, so should be okay. Dude, I was so happy to see that Shambling Bend. So happy. So get that lantern out, and I see that I'm playing against tokens. Oh, I love the tokens matchup. I might have been correct not to play the stirrings there, but I grabbed the ruins because now I can get stuff back with the ruins and opal. I figured that my opponent would be faster here, so that's why I was so worried. Yeah, opponent tries to Ghost Quarter me to make it so that I wouldn't draw Bell. But I'm good. I don't need another land. I got plenty now. And I got Bridge next. And I'm pretty sure my opponent has 0 main deck answers for Bridge. If he or she does, it's not in their hand. So, I'm comfortable with taking 3 more damage. And locks on. Decay in hand if I really need it. I didn't want to use it yet because I had that Inquisition coming up. I wanted to draw the Inquisition and make sure there's nothing I got to worry about. And there's not, so yeah. So now I go ahead and use it and opponent concedes. Game 2. Alright, I had a decent hand, but it was kind of poopy on land if I remember correctly. But there's Ethergrid, so that's cool. I figure this hand should be able to sustain me for a bit. Yeah, I expected that Inquisition went away. But if I can land grid here, that'll take out tons of little creatures for me. I just got to get that 3rd mana to do it. Unfortunately, my opponent got Intangible Virtue out, so that's going to bump up the creatures a bit. Yeah, I go for the Shredder. I picked Shredder over Bell because I'm running Pyroclasms here, and I don't want to accidentally mill them because I'm not getting them back unless I sack Shredder. So, yeah, here we go. So things are looking alright. Ethergrid, I can start pinging off creatures. Well, unfortunately they're 2/2, so I need another artifact to ping him off, but whatever. Oh yeah, that was unfortunate. So, of course, yeah, I know myself. And ping my opponent for 1. So there's a revival. I can use the revival and grab stirrings to try to grab a bridge. No bridge. So grab the Shredder. Maybe I can mill myself to a bridge before I'm pummeled. Yeah, Pyroclasm doesn't really do much for me now, but I gotta get rid of the Revoke Existence first. So I figure I'll take out at least, take out one of my opponent's creatures. Heck. So now it's do or die time. And so bridge has to be coming up, or else I lose. And yeah, I don't see a bridge. I probably should have shuffled here with Lantern, but I did not. So I'm going to call that a misplay on my behalf too. Chances are I wasn't going to get a bridge anyways after the shuffle, but it was the correct play. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, hey, look at that Ethergrid. And I got a Stirrings to try to go get that bridge. I'm expecting more discard on my opponent's behalf, of course. So, what are they going to get? Grid or... Of course, I don't want to play Stirrings yet, because if my opponent does have discard, they'll just discard my bridge. Ooh, yeah. Again, same thing. Don't want to play Stirrings, because if I get bridge, opponent will just discard the bridge. I'd rather just hold up. You see, I wasn't milling my opponent here. That's because I was afraid that my opponent had, what's that white spell with flashback? Lingering Souls. I was afraid my opponent had Lingering Souls, and I did not want to increase my opponent's clock. Hey, look at a bridge. Woo! Yeah, I figured that a Revoke Existence was coming, but what can you do? Go ahead and Pyroclasm now. Slows down my opponent's clock. And I can afford to Pyroclasm a few times here. I was kind of tempted to use Shredder and get back my Ethergrid so I can ping off all the 1/1s. It's kind of good that I did not, though, because Sorin would have, you know, just out-clocked me. But I can get back a Pyroclasm now. Yeah, opponent's talking about Kataki. Fortunately, Kataki does not do much against us. We just pay for the mana, or pay the mana, and we're okay. I got plenty of videos where, even if my opponent plays Kataki early, I'm still okay. But, yeah, sure enough, it will be okay. Yeah, go ahead and pay the mana. I only have to pay it one turn because Kataki's about to die. Now that I got Ruins, I can use Bell at will. I do have, again, I still have to worry about the Lingering Souls though, so I'm worried about that. Yep, and there's the souls. I have never used Codex Shredder so much. The second ability. Yeah, here comes a Shambling Vent. I'll take some damage. And, yeah, see that Pyroclasm on top. So there's an Noctis Survival. Yeah, getting close. So, go for the Stirrings. Yeah, opponent could have dealt one more damage to me if he played it right, but meh. So, good to go. Good to go. So long as, you know, opponent doesn't draw another Revoke Existence or anything, which I don't think is happening. Opponent says that, oh yeah, he had Zealous Persecution in hand. Could have swung and won. But, made a huge mistake. And forgot to play it, I guess. So, I'm displaying on my opponent's behalf, too. Fun times.